As you struggle with your financial problems, I know sometimes it feels like you're all alone and you're the only one who's going through this. I want you to know that I've been there too. Matter of fact, I've probably had it far worse than you have it right now. You see, I had the world by a string. I was a licensed attorney. My wife was a registered nurse. Things were going great. But like so many people, we lived according to our means. Literally everything that came in was going back out. While we lived okay and had a good life, we had no money saving for the future. And then one day, everything came crashing down. I was transitioning between careers, and my wife got very sick. And literally, we went from 2 very good incomes to nothing. Well, let me tell you, I know how embarrassing it is to have that phone ring night and day, to have your friends come over and listen to your creditors leave messages on your answering machine. I know how embarrassing it is. I know what it's like to try to talk to the creditors and explain your situation, only to have them call back 2 hours later, and now you get to explain it all over again. I know what it's like to go into shutdown mode, and I know some of you right now are in that same mode. What do I mean by that? I mean, literally, we couldn't quit answering the calls. We couldn't quit paying attention to the phone altogether. We stuck our head in the sand and hoped that it would go away. And then the sheriff showed up with a lawsuit. What do? We didn't have any money. We couldn't afford to pay it. I should have called a law firm. If Harold Shepley and Associates had existed then, I would have given them a call. But what did I do? I did nothing. So about another month or 2 goes by, the sheriff shows up again. This time, he wants to sheriff sale everything that we own. Now I want you to understand what this was like. Here's my wife standing right beside me. We had a young baby. Tears are rolling down her face. And she's asking me, are they going to take the baby's crib? Are they going to take the baby's toys? What if they take the stove? I can't make formula. And I want you to understand what it feels like, because I'm the man of the house. I'm responsible for taking care of my family. So what did I do? I called the cheapest bankruptcy attorney I could find. And guess what? I got exactly what I paid for. This person was rude, arrogant. Sometimes, if he answered our questions at all, he actually avoided questions or gave us nearly wrong information. We would call, and he'd never return our phone calls. When he would answer, we were always demeaned and put down. It was a very humbling experience. And I don't want anyone to ever go through that. As I went through this, I would cry out to the Lord, and I'd ask him, why me? What have I done? And sometimes as we cry out, why me? I'm sure you're doing it yourself. Sometimes those questions are answered this side of heaven, and sometimes they're not. I've been blessed because the Lord gave me that answer. And that's why Harold Shepley and Associates is here to help people today. I don't want you to be treated the way I got treated. I don't want you to be put down. I don't want you to be demeaned. I know your situation is tough enough as it is. The last thing you need to do is feel worse than you already do. I promise you this, if you call my law firm, you will see that you will get treated with dignity and respect. And we will do everything we possibly can to get you and your family back on firm financial footing.